Hey everyone, we just put out an announcement, an RNS, for a general meeting on March 5th, which is coming up in just 2.5 weeks' time. Wanted to walk you through quickly the reasoning for the meeting and kind of what was in the announcement. So the announcement is essentially we're putting out a circular that kind of, and you can find the circular on our website, which lays out what the plan is for this general meeting. Essentially what it says is that we're going to be issuing just over 17 million shares, or we would like to ask permission, I should say, to issue 17 million shares. 4 million of these shares will go to, just under 4 million of these shares will go to DPN, which is the company we signed the deal for the property in West Texas and for the project in West Texas to build that out. I've already gone through some of the pros of that, so I think you have a sense of that deal. And then the balance of that is going to go to pay a deposit on a debt facility, a $100 million debt facility that would go towards building out the infrastructure needed for that project. So all of the electrical infrastructure and also the machines, or at least some of the machines that would fill up a project of that size. If there is any shares left over, some of those might also go towards fundraising. It's good for us right now, given where our share price is, given how things are moving so quickly in the market. It's good to have an opportunity to have more equity, to be able to issue equity and to have some paper, as they say, in the bank that we can use. Not paper in the bank, but paper at our disposal that we can use if there's opportunities that come up. Because obviously it's something that's of real value right now, given all the excitement in the market. The other thing is that the 17.25 million is kind of a bit of a strange number. You might say, why are they issuing that amount? There's a rule, a regulatory rule that basically says we're only allowed to issue up to 20% of our share capital in a rolling 12-month period. And if we issue more than that, if we cross that 20% barrier, then we have to do a prospectus and write up a new prospectus, essentially like a business plan, and present that to the regulator, and then they do need to approve that. So this is just under the 20% number. The prospectus is something that's not, it's not an impossible thing to do. It's something that is viable. It just takes a little bit longer, and given the right, scenario, it's something that we might choose to do in the future or may not. But that is the reason why kind of we're just under that 20% rule, given what's happened over the last 12 months. So the circular lays out the process for the meeting, and it also there's an email there, investorquestions@argoblockchain.com. Which is an email that you can send, or an email that you can send questions to. We'll post questions to, we'll aggregate those questions in a document, and we'll post the answers on our website around the time of the meeting. I'll check with our lawyers, but I think I'll probably also do a video answering some of those questions. Many of you ask great questions, and so we'll try to make sure that we're communicating as we like to do. And then there's also a proxy form there that you can send in your vote. We would encourage people, obviously, to vote in favor. This is an important step for the company to grow, and it's kind of our future home in West Texas, and these shares will give us an opportunity to build out that home. So that's it. If you have any burning questions, send them in to investorquestions@argoblockchain.com. And thanks, everyone. Thanks for your support, and onwards and upwards.